up, guys? Welcome back to the garage. So today, guys, in today's video, we're going to be doing a review on any product that a company reached out to me on. I've been thinking about buying one of these because, you know, we do go to the track, we do go racing, and we do have to disinflate tires and then reinflate them to get them back onto the trailer, get these cars on the trailer. So I was going to invest in one. I was actually going to buy a Milwaukee one, but thank God this company ended up reaching out to me, asking if I would like to collaborate with them and do a little video for them. And I figured, why not? Let's go ahead and do it. And this way, it'll save me a couple of bucks. So at the end, they ended up sending me out a new portable tire inflator. This is a smart tire inflator, the AT1 from Auxito. This one right here is absolutely amazing. I've been using it here and there from the house, filling up some of my son's tires, the tires on the Silver Surfer, because just making sure everything was good. One of them looked like it was going flat, so I ended up inflating it. So I've been getting used to the setup. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this setup now. I'm gonna go ahead and go over it with you guys a little bit. And honestly, this is something that I would highly recommend. It's a dope product. It does not take any power cords at all that we have to plug it into a cigarette lighter. You got to plug it into a generator in order for it to work, or any of that stuff. This is actually battery operated, so you can charge the battery, and it has all of the accessories that needs to be in it, so you can use it for multiple things: basketballs, soccer balls, volleyballs, whatever you need to inflate. Basically, it has it there, and it actually inflates these tires pretty quick. So I'll go ahead and give you guys a demonstration right now, but let's go ahead and put this on the table and unbox it so I can show you guys a little bit about this. Alrighty, guys, so right here, this is the new Auxito portable air pump right here. It's a tire inflator, and you can pretty much use it for everything else except for tires also. I personally used it for the tires, and this is something that I was kind of thinking about picking up. As I stated, I was actually going to pick up the Milwaukee one, but they are a little bit pricey, and honestly, I felt like I was just going to hold off until the opportunity came and I was able to grab one. Thank God Auxito reached out to me and wanted me to do a little collaboration with them, and I was down to do that. So first, start off, you have here all of the inputs. I guess I call them inputs, but you have all the adapters here for the tires. You have it for the balls, you had it for the tire inflators. It has it for the quick one instead of having to screw it on. If you don't want to screw it on, you can easily adapt it, I believe, to the tire inflator, the hose part. So it has it so you can lock it on. So that's there. It also has the Type-C connections here for the charger, and also the USB one if you need to use a USB one. So all that, again, is all included in the packaging. So you can see right here, it has all of the other adapter pieces for that. So this right here comes with the package. Along with that, you got the air pump. So I put things back into place every single time I use it, just because I don't like things put everywhere else, and I like to disconnect things. So right here you have the battery. I actually have the charger, but right now when I was pulling it out, I kind of dropped it. So this is the battery pack that goes to the inflator, and it comes separate in the box, so that way it's not connected and causes any damage to it. So if anything happens in shipping, it kind of avoids that. And right here you guys have the portable tire inflator. Once you guys get everything running, the way you guys connect this stuff, I'm going to explain it to you guys. You guys can see that is brand new. I haven't even taken off the plastic yet, but this comes basically with everything that you need to inflate tires and basketballs, other little products that you can inflate with it. You can use it. This also has, I believe, a max for like the pickups of 150 psi, if I'm not mistaken, if I read the instructions correctly. And the way this works is, here is the port for the battery. So once you get it, you open it up, and here it shows you the top part to connect it into. So all you have to do is literally slide it in, push it in, and up here it has a locking mechanism. So it locks it in and you can't pull the battery out. You open it up again and it pops right out. Simple as that. The battery can always be charged with it. That's the way you charge it. So you connect it, lock it in, and there you go. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this, I have not even charged this at all, not even one bit. And we still have maybe a full battery. So this right here, I've been using it, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys everything here. This also has a built-in light, so you can use it. So it has the mode, it has different modes on it: flashing, hyper flashing, and then off. You can also raise the PSI here, so it shows you it has a minus and it has a plus button, so you can go up higher and it will go up higher. You go down lower, it'll go down lower. I mean, I'm pushing the other bar, but basically, sorry, pushing the wrong way. So right here is the PSI going up and down. This one's to go up, this one's to go down, and then this one lets you choose what you're going to use it for. So if you want to use it for PSI, you have to read it in bars, you have to read it in kPAs and kilograms. That gives you everything, and then it also lets you choose the mode. You'll see right there, it's a motorcycle. You'll see the next one is a bicycle, basketball, and then the car. So right there you got car, motorcycle, basketball, and tires. I mean, not tires, basketballs. And to top it off, this item right here, this inflator, it has a 36mm cylinder that it's all brushless, so it won't get super overheated. This will actually make sure that it runs hot or cool, because a lot of these mechanisms or a lot of these tire inflators, they tend to run very hot and it takes a while for them to cool down. This actually runs pretty cool and it avoids it really being hot. Another added bonus is that you don't have to keep the adapter or the other pieces separate. It has a compartment down here. You pull it out, you put the pieces in here, lock it in, and that way you never forget to keep those pieces with you instead of on the little baggie, because some people don't keep the boxes with them and carry the boxes. So I like to carry everything in the box, so that way I try to avoid all the damage that possible I can. Aside from that, pretty much it is a compact thing. It has a handle you can hold it with, and you can carry it around if you need to. You do not need to plug it into a cigarette lighter. You do not need to plug it into a generator or any of that stuff to reach. And the good thing about it is that the hose length is actually pretty long, so you don't have to be super close to it. And what I was talking about earlier is that this has an adapter piece here. You can adapt it to these pieces right here. So this one is the one that you screw onto the tire, or you can actually choose to screw it on here if you want to use it more of a quick disconnect and lock it in. So this will lock it in place. You put it into the tire and push it down. So right now we're gonna go ahead and show you guys basically on my slicks. If you guys know, we go racing, and I ended up purchasing some slicks the last event I went to for the car when we were racing it in front wheel drive, if you guys follow the channel. But we do race this car, and I figured, let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about, because usually my slicks are aired down. I never keep my slicks in storage full of air, just because they can create issues later on and create hardness of the tire, which you don't want. So you want the tires to be soft. So let's go ahead and show you guys on one of the slicks. You'll see the PSI that it's set to and see how long it takes, because from what I've used it so far, it takes about a minute to reach about 35, 40 PSI, 60 PSI, give or take. It takes about a minute for it to inflate. So we're gonna go ahead and show you guys right there, and we're gonna see if we can put it on a timer also, so you guys can see it firsthand. Alrighty guys, so these are my slicks right here. This is what I use when I do race my car in front wheel drive. Right now they have 3 PSI in them, and I set it to 30 PSI. See how long it takes. So we're gonna go ahead and show you guys. Usually to fill up a tire, it probably takes around 2 minutes, give or take 2.5 minutes sometimes. So we're gonna see how long this takes to fill it up to 30 PSI. So let's go ahead and show you guys how it does. So there you guys go. So it took about 2 minutes and a half. 2 minutes and a half because it was a little bit late pushing the button, but we got to 30 psi. The reason why it took a little bit longer was because in the process of it filling up your tires, it does kind of recalibrate, and what it does is it puts in a certain amount of pressure and then it remeasures it again. So it measured it and it found out that it was a little bit off still from what it was reading, because I just really just connected it to it. So once it calibrated to it, it took a little bit longer, and it took about 2.5 minutes from that point because the calibration. But nonetheless, I'm very satisfied with the product of Auxito, especially this portable battery operated air pump. It beats a lot of these other generic air pumps out there, and it does an amazing job. I've been using it around the house, as I stated. We ended up putting some air on my silver car because there was a nail in it and I still got to get that fixed. And then the purple car just sits there, so the tires do air down. But nonetheless, I'm very satisfied with this product, and also Auxito is offering a percentage off. So the percentage off will be in the link down below. If you guys are interested in it, please don't hesitate to purchase one. It is a very good product, and I will stand behind it because this will come in very useful, especially if you're a racer. You do go racing at the track. Instead of buying a $400 one, $500 one, sometimes there is cheaper ones out there, but then they don't last and you have to connect it to a cigarette lighter and everything else. This you don't, and the battery lasts a long time. I believe the battery will last up to 23 hours if I'm not mistaken. But let me go ahead and air down my slicks again, and we'll cap out today's video. Alrighty guys, so as you guys seen, we just inflated one of the slicks that I use for racing my car down the track, and you guys seen it took about 2.5 minutes for it to fully inflate to 30 psi. And in that process of inflating the tire, what ends up happening is that once it reaches the halfway point of the psi set that you desire, it will recalibrate. So it will take a few seconds to fully calibrate to make sure that it is setting correctly and it's going to inflate correctly, because you don't want to drive off with thinking you put 30 psi in and you only have 20 psi and you still got a flat. So the more adequate and the more accurate that this is, it's going to give you the correct information that you should have. Another thing that I've already stated in the beginning of the video is that it has added bonuses such as the flashlight. It also has a bunch of adapters, so you can just fill up other stuff such as balls, tire scooters, big rig tires. This will serve the purpose for pretty much everything that you need to inflate. And it is 150 psi capable. It is a 26,000 megahertz battery pack. It does have a 36 millimeter brushless motor in it. And another thing is that you guys didn't get to see, but as I disconnected it, it actually has a fan so it can cool down the system and doesn't stay overheated, and you don't just have to leave it there. So this will actually cool down before restoring it. So if you're like me, I like to put things back into the original bag just as for storage. So I thought I kind of keep everything away from each other so that way it doesn't bang up and cause any damage to it. I like to keep my things pretty neat and clean. Another thing is that this right here, this battery operated portable tire inflator, is not just a tire inflator. This is a piece that comes in very handy for multiple situations. It also has a charging port. So say for instance you are stuck on the side of the road, your phone battery is dead, and you're kind of in an older vehicle like me. We drive Hondas and we don't have the fancy USB ports that a lot of these newer cars have, or the Type-C connections built into them. So what you can do with that is that if you have a charger, you can easily pull the battery out, or say you're in the woods and you have this with you, pull the battery out and you can actually charge your cell phone with your charger, whether it's a USB, whether it's a Type-C, whatever charge port that your phone has. As long as the other end is USB or Type-C, you can easily connect to it and it will charge your phone, laptops, whatever can be charged with it. But again, another added bonus, because us, especially being at the racetrack, we tend to walk around, we don't leave our cars on, we don't always charge our phones in the car, and having this is going to be game saving, I guess you can say, in a sense, to where we don't have to worry about always connecting our phone to the charger in our trucks or in our cars. So if you guys are interested in this product here or any product that Auxito sells, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link down in the description down below. They are also offering a discount, so that discount will help you guys save a couple of bucks. And I strongly believe that this is something that is very useful for us especially if people that are in the racing, even if people that use it for camping, want to use it for camping, going out to the woods. This is something that's very handy because, again, it does offer multiple uses. So pretty much, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please go show some love to Auxito. Check out their products, see what they offer, and comment down below what you guys think. Will this come in handy for you guys or not? But let me know your guys' opinions. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.